Oh, good morning, friends. That's right, you heard me right. It's that time. I haven't been to bed yet, but it's not really that late. Last night was a little bit later night, earlier morning. I don't know. It's been wild. Uh, Trying to keep everybody fed and content and fishing and camping and whatever. Uh, but the property has been overrun by beavers and muskrats. The raccoons, I got them under control for the most part, but man, uh, it is crazy, just crazy. Last night, I was out until about 1 a.m. trying to maintain some control of the population. And then tonight, almost the same situation. Actually, tonight was even more busy than last night. It's just every time you turn around, and it started in the evening. Somebody was like, "Hey, there's something in the water right there." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's not even 8 o'clock, 8:30 maybe, and I've already got activity." And um, the sun was starting to set, so I just went ahead and grabbed the thermal and went to work. But I had been working on this mess all night long, and I think I've got it under control. But it's been crazy. Last night, late night, early morning, and then this morning I was usually make breakfast. I got a call from my buddy, and he's like, "Hey, my car compactor. He's like got one of them giant smashers, one of the big ones, and it's like smash, smash, and then crushes it, and the car comes out in a little cube. Anyway, it bellied up on him, and he called me and said, I got an emergency. I've got to bail cars today, and this is a big day, and I got a lot going on. I really need your help." So I jumped in a truck and I jetted over there and got that taken care of, and then swapped out trucks, and then got back here. I guess it was around noon, so I just went ahead and made lunch. We had a fish fry today and mushrooms, and then this evening for dinner I did mushrooms and onion rings, homemade onion rings and stuff. It was okay. I I usually mix like cornmeal, cornbread, no, cornmeal, and flour. And I was at the store the other day. We have this big store for like almost like a Costco for uh, cooking stuff. So I got a big bag of batter mix, and I just used that. It turned out okay. Used the fish and the same stuff. It's pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. But this morning is just going to be a small beverage. I have not, believe it or not, I have not had anything to drink all weekend. I have just been too busy, and not only just on the weekend, but all week as well. Just been going on for a while. This is one of the busiest springs that we've had. But Sherry and I still made time for our anniversary trip. We went to Illinois, and we hiked some trails on the Illinois River. They've got some canyons and such that you go back in there. They're more like bluffs. I don't know, but pretty cool. Really nice scenery. We struggled to find good food. That was a real challenge. On the way there, there's this place in Davenport. What the hell is it called? The Machine Shed. You might have heard of it. Not impressed. And then we get there, and the best I could find was this place is Hank's or something. I don't know. And everybody's like, "Oh yeah, that is the best place around to eat. Don't eat at that steakhouse that you mentioned. That's not good." So we went to this place, and it left a lot to be desired. Not impressed. So That was, I think, supposed to be our anniversary dinner. Look what I got. Um, but we had lost track of the days. But yeah, that happened. Honest to goodness, it happened. Both of us were like, shit, today's our anniversary. So we were at some place close to Chicago, outside of town, and I was like, my phone says this is the very best place to go have Mexican dinner. Okay, we go there, and you rolled into the place, into the parking lot, and I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be tough. And we sat down and had our meal, and it left a lot to be desired. I'm It wasn't something that you would go as far as ghetto restaurant, but it was close, somewhere in between. But not impressed. Um, so the next night, we thought the next night was our anniversary night, and we had reservations. No, we couldn't make reservations because by the time we figured out and decided we were going to eat at this place, um, it was too late. They're closed like Sundays and Mondays. And so it was on Tuesday. We went there on a Tuesday, and I called them when they opened and asked them about reservations. They said, no, come on in. You're fine. So we went and ate. It was a seafood place called the Beach House, and they go to Chicago every day, and they get fresh fish, fresh seafood every day. So it was good, fresh seafood, and we enjoyed the meal. Um, it was, I think it was $50 a plate. I'm telling, after drinks and everything, so not cheap, for our taste, rather expensive restaurant. Um, but we enjoyed it. So we thought that was like the best meal we were going to have. And then our way back home, I found some place. What the hell was that place called? Uh, Buzzard Bills or something. Um, it's in Des Moines, Iowa, and they serve Cajun food. It's like a bar, but they got Cajun food there. And man, I want to tell you, that is some good food. I want to say Cajun. I don't think it's Creole. I think it's Cajun, but look them up on the internet and look at their menu and judge for yourself. I'm not a connoisseur of Cajun versus Creole, but I do know there's a difference. I It's been a minute. But so good, so good. We ate at another place. I don't know. It was outside. It's outside Chicago. Uh, they had. It wasn't really bar food. It was like upscale bar food. That was all right. But yeah, it was a struggle to find good food in that area. We enjoyed the driving. We enjoyed the hiking. We'd basically get up in the morning and go hike 2 or 3 miles, and then we would go find a bar and we would have beverages. We did. There was one place along the Illinois River. They have an old clock factory, and it had a distillery in it and some other stuff, and that was kind of cool. We met some real neat people, and they said, "Oh, go over this town over here, and go to this brewery place." Well, it's a whiskey bar. Very interesting. Not a brewery. It's a whiskey bar. We went there, and the dude made some secret special sauce for his Bloody Marys, and it was like had like liquid smoke in it or something. Phenomenal Bloody Marys when you get that smoky Bloody Mary mix. Wow, so good. And I bought some bottles of whatever, and then we went to an antique store, and I bought some pretty cool shit. There was like a Puerto Rican rum in one of the big casks, like the ceramic one, like they sell with McCormick Distillery, the big jugs. Um, except had color to it, and it had two handles on it. It was pretty cool. $20. I can't go wrong. I gotta buy it. And then they also had this giant German Stein. $20. Can't go wrong. I gotta buy it. Now I got a problem into fitting it into our tiny little car for the drive home. It all fit, but it was a tight squeeze. I promise you, very tight squeeze. Anyway, it was a good time. It's a real good time, but we've been so busy with everything. The kids went out of town and dropped our grandson off, and he was there for 5 days, and Sherry's schedule and my schedule and everything. And I went and got a package of bees. Well, not a package, but what they call a nucleus. It's like you got frames, a little box, and then like 5 frames, and there's a queen in there. She was not marked, and I haven't been able to find her. And I'm not a beekeeper, but I'm learning. But I really enjoy it. It's kind of cool to just go out there and sit next to your beehive and just observe them going in and going out, going in and going out. And then every once in a while, a bee shows up, and I'm guessing it's a robber bee, but it looks like the bees that are supposed to be there. I have these Italian bees, and they're a little more blonde, and they're a little bit larger than our local bees here. Anyway, bee shows up, and 2 guard bees grab him, one on each side, and boo, off they go, fly. They just drag them away. I don't know what they do with them when they drag them off, but it's interesting to watch. So I've been trying to deal with all that, and Pat's wife, she's got a beehive, and I bought all this shit from a fella I work with. His neighbor was selling all this stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready, because for years, maybe a decade, I've been interested in getting a colony started, but just haven't had the time and resources. And here's this lady selling all this stuff for like $200. She's got a stainless steel pot spinner, one of the big ones that's got an electric motor on the top of it. And then all of these boxes and all these frames and all this material. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. So I run my roll back over to her house, load everything up. And now I've got all this extra material. So I'm planning on a trip down to Columbia or California, wherever we meet up, on Memorial Day, and then meet my other buddy over down in Clinton. Just been on the run, and my other buddy with the car crusher, he bought this. It's a repossessed tow truck, and it's got, I'm not lying, like 100 marker lights around this truck. You look at the truck and you turn the parking lights on, and it's like a Christmas tree. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. And it's been repoed and it's been sitting, so somebody's cut a bunch of the wiring out of it. And guess who got, picked to do all the wiring? Anyway, I did most of it. There's a little bit more I got to do, but it started out with, well, that headlight on the passenger side needs work. And then it was like, well, I got a pulley in the back that's busted. And just, it went downhill from there. So I've been working my tail off on that. And hybrid season's coming up. Got batteries to fix. And wow, but it's turning into a blur. I hope everybody else is at least having half the fun I am. I hope your schedule is not near as terrible. And I'm not saying it's a terrible schedule. It's good to stay busy, right? It keeps me out of trouble, somewhat. But we've been having a really good spring, wonderful weather. There have been some tornadoes and some bad stuff going on. So, if you know anybody in the path of that mess, say a few prayers for them, and just enjoy your time off. Your time of relaxation. Right now, this is supposed to be my relaxation, and I am. I'm relaxed. I'm doing okay. It's just somewhat demanding, not physically, but mentally demanding. I haven't even made my list. I've got to get solo cups and napkins and bowls and things. Just I got a materials list that I need to start up. But we've been having a really good time, and enjoying all the weather and everything else that goes along with it. And I hope you are enjoying your spring/summer, depending on which hemisphere you reside in. Others of us, others in the southern hemisphere are merging into a winter environment. Chilly? Yeah, I guess if you're in Chile, you're chilly. So, anyway, whatever the season, cheers to you and enjoy every moment of it because it doesn't last forever. Do what you got to do to make time for yourself, for you, because you are important. All right. Well, that's about it. I'm going to sign off for now. I think I need a shower and I need to go to bed before the sun comes up. So enjoy your weather, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your spring, summer, winter, whatever's coming at you. Much love.